Hello students. So in the previous class we were talking about the numericals and that is related to the Newton's second law of motion. Okay, Newton's second law of motion which states that the rate of change of momentum, that is the change in momentum per unit time, and force is equals to mass into acceleration. It means acceleration is also having a relationship with that of the applied force. So it is directly proportional to the applied force and inversely proportional to the mass of the body. Now today we will see some more numericals, that is from the chapter Force and its laws of motion. So you see here student, the question is given that prove that initial momentum of a system of two colliding masses is equal to their final momentum. Now two objects are there, two colliding masses are there between two bodies which is having certain mass. When they collide with each other, the momentum, the initial momentum must be equal to that of the final momentum. Now suppose if the two bodies are there and these two bodies having masses m1 and m2, okay, and they are moving with the velocity u1 and ut. So mass of the object is m1 and m2 and they are moving with the initial velocity, that is u1 and u2. What happened after that? When we apply the force on it, so after applying force, the velocity of the body, it gets changes. So okay, so the velocity of the body, it gets changed to v1 and v2. So initial velocity was u1 and u2 and after collision, after applying force on it, the velocity, it gets changes to v1 and v2. Now according to Newton's third law of motion student, we know that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. It means if a first object apply a force on the second object, the second object will also apply an equal and opposite amount of a force to that of the first object. Okay, so if we talk about that of the Newton's third law of motion, F1 is the force which is applied by that of the first object. So the F2, which is the force applied by the second object to the first one, but that is equal but in opposite direction or in the opposite way. Okay, so if it is F1, here it will be minus F2. Newton's third law. Now see here. We know that when we talk about the force, force is what? Rate of change of momentum. Okay, so force is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Okay, so rate of change of momentum is equals to what? F is equals to change in momentum upon time taken. Change in momentum upon time taken, that is the rate of change of momentum. Now what is the change in momentum student? Change in momentum, it means the final momentum minus that of the initial momentum. So we can say that change in momentum, it means the difference between the final momentum to the initial momentum upon time. Okay. So now by this we can apply all the things on this equation, that is the F1 and F2. Now if suppose if we talk about the body or the object which is having the mass m1. So if two objects are there, student, that is the m1 and m2. So initially the this m1 was having velocity, that is u1, and this one is having u2. This is the condition before collision. During collision they collide with each other. It means after applying the force they collide with each other, and finally the velocity gets changed. So the velocity of this m1 changes to v1, and the velocity of this m2 body changes to v2. This is the after collision. Okay, so before collision it was having velocity u1, and after collision it is having the velocity v1. So here the momentum, the initial momentum of this body was m1 u1, and here the final momentum of, if suppose we will take it as a and here we will take it as a b object. So the initial momentum of that a was m1 u1, and the final momentum of the a, it becomes m1 v1. Okay, now same here with that of the body b. So initial momentum of the body b is m2 u2, and the final momentum of the body b, that is m2 v2. Okay, now we will put the values here. So if the first force was applied on the object m1, so here we can write it m1 v1 minus m2 u2 upon t, right? That is the rate of change of momentum of when applying the force, when the first of the force applied on an object. That is equals to, it is u1, sorry. Now initial wave, here it is minus just because it is acting in the opposite direction. So here it will be m1 m2 v2 minus m2 u2 upon t. So this one is the rate of change of momentum of the body A, and here the rate of change of momentum in body B. Okay, that's why the mass is m2 and here it is mass m1. Now t will cancel each other. So here it will become m1 v1 minus m2, sorry students, it will be m1 only. Okay, so m1 u1, this will be equals to minus m2 v2 minus m2 u2. So this one is for mass m1, which is having the initial velocity u1 and final velocity v1, and this one is for mass m2, which final momentum, final velocity is v2 and initial velocity is u2. So this is the, now we can write it is like m1 v1, this minus portion will come to this side and it will become plus here. So m1 v1 plus m2 v2, this will be equals to, this minus portion will go to this direction and here it will become, this is minus minus plus, so it will go to this direction, it will be m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Okay students? So this is what initial momentum of the bodies is equals to the final momentum. Okay, m1 v1 plus m2 v2, this is the final momentum, sorry, and this is the initial momentum. You can write it like m1 u1 upon m1 u1 plus m2 u2, that is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, so this is the initial momentum and that is equals to the final momentum of the body. So by this we can prove that initial momentum of a system which is having the two masses of the two bodies and having certain mass, when they collide with each other, their final momentum is equal to that of the initial momentum. Okay. Now we will see the another numerical that is related to the law of conservation of momentum. Now you see here student, in this question, a bullet of mass 10 gram is fired from a gun of mass of 6 kg with a velocity of 300 meter per second. Calculate the recoil velocity of the gun. So what is the thing that is given here student? A bullet is there which is having the mass of 10 gram, and when it is fired from a gun, the mass of the gun is 6 kg with a velocity of a 300 meter per second. What will be the recoil velocity of the gun? So velocity of the bullet is 300 meter per second, and the mass of the bullet is 10 gram. The mass of the gun is equals to 6 kg. Here this is the mass of the bullet, mass of the bullet is here, and velocity of the bullet is 300 meter per second. Now what we have to find? We have to find the recoil velocity of the gun. So the things that is given here student is mass of the gun. Mass of the gun and mass of the bullet. So if suppose we will take mass of the bullet as m1. m1 is equals to 10 gram. Now we have to convert this gram into kg. So we know that 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. So 1 gram will be equals to 1 by 1000 kg. Okay. So here 10 gram will be equals to 10 by 10,000 kg. That will be equals to 0.01 kg. So this is the mass of the bullet. Now what is the velocity of the bullet is given here? That is 300 meter per second. If we see the mass of the gun, so M2 is equals to the 6 kg, and the recoil velocity of the gun we have to find. So we will mention it with the V2. So we have to find the recoil velocity or the V2 of this gun. So by applying the law of conservation of momentum, in which the initial momentum is equals to the final momentum. So initial momentum is equals to final momentum. It means m1 u1 is equals to m2 v2. So we can say that mass of bullet into velocity of bullet is equals to mass of gun into velocity of gun. So now you see here student, you can write it recoil velocity of the gun or velocity of the gun. So here mass of the bullet we represent it by m1, mass of the velocity into v1 is equals to mass of the gun m2, and mass velocity of the recoil velocity of the gun is v2. Now simply we will put the values here, we will get the answer. So mass of this bullet is equals to 0.01 kg into velocity is 300 meter per second is equals to the mass of the gun is 6 kg into V2, or V2 is equals to 0.01 kg into into 300 meter per second upon 6 kg. Okay. So here kg will cancel each other, and when you will solve it, the answer that you will get is 0.5 meter per second. So the recoil velocity of the gun is 0.5 meter per second. Okay. So by applying the law of conservation of momentum, that is initial momentum is equals to final momentum, we can solve this numerical. Now we will see the another question of the law of conservation of momentum, student. The question is, a body of mass 2 kg, initially it was moving with the velocity of 10 meter per second. Okay, so a body is there which is having the mass of 2 kg and it was moving with the velocity of a 10 meter per second. Okay, then it collides with the another body with the mass of 5 kg at rest. Okay, then it collides with the body with the another body which is having the mass of 5 kg and its initial velocity is 0 because at that time it was at rest position. Okay. Now after collision what happened? The velocity of the first body, it becomes 1 meter per second. Now what we have to find the velocity of the second body. So we will see first of all what are the things that is given here. Given mass of the first body that is m1 is equals to 2 kg, and the mass of the first body initially it was moving with the velocity of 10 meter per second. So u1 is equals to 10 meter per second. Now it collides with the another body. So at that time the m2 and initial velocity of this m2, we can write here initial velocity of all these like that only. This is the m1, so u1 is equals to 10 meter per second. Here it is m2, mass is 5 kg and initial velocity of that second body, that is u2, is equals to 0 because it is at rest position. Okay, so here it will be 0 meter per second. Then what happened? Collision. After collision, the velocity of the first body, that is m1 body, it changes to 1 meter per second. What we have to find? The velocity of the second one. Okay, so all these things are given. m1, m2, u1, u2, v1 is given, we have to find the v2. So according to law of conservation of momentum, you will write here according to law of conservation of momentum, that is equals to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now when you put the values, you will get the value of a v2. So m1 it is equals to 2 kg into u1 is 10 plus m2 is 5 kg into u2, that is 0, is equals to m1 2, velocity will become 1 plus m2, that is equals to 5 into v2. See here, 20 plus 0, that is equals to 2 plus 5 v2. Okay. $20 is equals to 2 plus 5 v2, or 20 minus 2 upon 5, that is equals to v2. Okay. So this is equals to v2 is equals to 3.6 meter per second. Always mention the assignment. Okay. So by using the law of conservation of momentum formula, that is initial momentum is equals to final momentum, m1 u1 plus m2 u2, that is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So we are able to solve this numerical. Now see the another question. A bullet of mass 20 gram. A bullet is there which is having the mass 20 gram and it is moving with the velocity 200 meter per second. It strikes and get embedded. It get embedded in that of the wooden block, that stationary wooden block. The stationary wooden block mass is 980 gram. So a bullet was there which is having the mass of a 20 gram and it is moving with the 200 meter per second. Okay, and it get embedded into a stationary block of a mass 980 gram. What we have to find? We have to find the velocity of the block when it moves at the bullet. It strikes on it or it get embedded on it. So what are the things that is given here? So the first thing that is given is the mass of the bullet. So mass of the bullet, we represented by m1, is equals to 20 gram. 20 gram or 0.02 kg. I think you are able to convert it now. By divided by 1000, it will be equals to 0.02 kg. Then m2 is there, and m2 is the mass of that of the stationary wooden block. This is equals to 980 gram or 0.98 kg. Now, what is the velocity, initial velocity of that of the bullet? That is u1 is equals to 200 meter per second, and u2 is equals to what? See here student, bullet moving with the velocity 200 meter per second strikes and get embedded into a stationary wooden block. Stationary means a body at rest if it is not moving. Okay, so at that time the initial velocity of the wooden block is 0 meter per second. What we have to find? We have to find the final velocity, that is v of the block when it moves. Now you see here student, when it collide with each other, it get embedded into that of the wooden block. It means now the bullet as well as the wooden block, both of them are moving together. Okay, so collectively their velocity will be v rather than v1 and v2. Okay, because both of them now moving with the same velocity because it get embedded into the wooden block. So we will find here v instead of v1 and v2. So all the things are given here. We have to find the final velocity. So again, by using the formula of the law of conservation of momentum, that is m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 plus m2 upon v. By the way, we can use the same final velocity for both of them. So we can write it like, see here, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. This is the formula for the law of conservation of momentum. So here m1 is given, u1 plus m2 u2 is there, equals to, now v is common, final velocity of both of them is same, so we can write it m1 v plus m2 v. Okay, because here it is not v1 v2, both of them it is moving simultaneously, it is moving together. Okay, so we can say the velocity will be v here rather than v1 and v2. So we can write it here like m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equals to m1 plus m2 v. Now by putting the values we will get the answer. So m1 is equals to what student? m1, that is 0.02 into u1 is 200 plus m2, I am writing m2 u2 here so that you will understand. m2 is equals to 980 gram, that is 0.980 gram into U2. It was initially at rest, so that will be equals to 0. M1 plus M2, so 0.02 plus 0.98 V. So, now see here it will be equals to 0. So, this will be equals to 0.02 into 200 plus 0, that is equals to 0.02 plus 0.98 V. Here it will be equals to 4. Okay, 4 is equals to 0.02 plus 0.98 V, or 4 upon 0.02 plus 0.98 is equals to V, or 4 meter per second is equals to V. Okay, so here we had used the law of conservation of momentum, but the final momentum of both of them will be V is equals V only, not V1 and V2. So by this we will take a V common here and put in the value, we will find the answer of the final velocity. Okay. See here student, the next question, that is, two balls are there and both ball, that is A and B, and both of the ball they are having masses m and 2m respectively. It means the mass of the body A is m and body B is 2m, and then it is moving, they are in motion with the velocity of V and 2v. So the body A is having mass m and moving with the velocity V, and body B is having mass 2m moving with the velocity 2v. Okay, what we have to do, we have to compare their inertia, momentum and force needed to stop them in the same time. So we will write here what are the things that is given. So body A, it is having mass m, velocity is, it will be 2v and m. 2v and wait a second student, it will be 2v and v. Okay, so velocity is 2v. Body B having mass 2m and velocity is equals to v. Okay, so these are the things which is given, and on this basis we have to compare their inertia, momentum and the force which is required to stop both of them at the same time. So you see here student, body A, if we see compare the inertia, so inertia, we know that inertia is directly proportional to the mass. It means inertia depend on the mass. More the mass of the body, more will be the inertia. So in case of a body A, the mass of the body A is equals to m, while the mass of the body B is having just double mass, that is 2m. So body B, since it is having more mass as compared to body A, so we will say that since the mass of the body B is more, that is 2m, thus the inertia of the body B will be more than A. So inertia, we will write it, inertia of body B will be more. Why? Since mass is more than body A. Okay, so here the mass of the body B is more than A, that's why the inertia will be more. So this is the comparison of the inertia between the two bodies. Now we will see the second one, and that is we have to find the momentum of both the bodies. So you see here, student. What is momentum? Momentum is mass into velocity. So if we see the momentum of the first body, that is A, so PA, this will be equals to mass into velocity. So mass is what? M, and velocity is 2v. So this will be equals to 2mv. Now the second one, the velocity of the body B. So the momentum of the body B, PB, is equals to mass into, mass is here 2m and velocity is v. So it will be also 2mv. Okay, so if we compare the momentum of both the bodies, so the momentum of both of them will be same, that is 2mv to mv. So here we will write PA is equals to PB. Okay, so momentum of the body A is equals to momentum of the body B. Now the third one, that is the force needed to stop the body, stop them at the same time. So we have to stop the body, so the final momentum will be 0. Why 0? Because the final velocity will be 0 and mass into velocity, if the velocity is 0, so final momentum will be 0. So here final momentum will be 0, so we will consider the initial momentum only. So the force is equals to initial momentum, that is mass, then mass is m, and the initial velocity is here, that is 2v upon t. Okay, this one is the force of body A. Okay, if we see that of the B, here also the mass is 2m and the initial velocity is v upon t. Okay, this will be equals to 2mv upon t. Here it will be equals to 2mv upon t. So you can see here that both of them, if we see the ratio, then ratio of F ratio FP will be equals to 2mv upon t, 2mv upon t. This will be equals to FA ratio FB equals to 1:1. So you can see here the force, applied force, which is needed to stop both of them at the same time will be the same. Okay, will be the 1:1. It means the same force is needed to stop the bodies at the same time. Okay, so this is the comparison between the two bodies having the different masses and velocity of their inertia, their momentum, and the force which is needed to stop them at the same time. So these are the numericals from the second chapter, that is forces and its laws of motion.